Well, good morning. It's about 7:45. I've been up off and on since about 4:30. As well, I slept straight through to 4:30. It was great, and was up for about an hour, just listening to the creek, hoping some owls would come by. They didn't. Fell back asleep. Got up about 7. Went over, got the bear bag, got back in the hammock for about a half hour, and I just start getting up and moving around. Not going to bother having a fire. Just going to make breakfast and get going. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it has started to snow very lightly. At least in here. You know, we're under the pines here, so that started probably 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. So it's going to be a snow hike out. I'm not expecting much accumulation, so I'm not too worried about it. But it is time to make some breakfast. So I got my coffee, a little raw sugar, my cup that I didn't use this time, my creamer, my stove. Alright, that's the first part. Got my Reflectix pouch and my oatmeal. Alright, let's start with the oatmeal. I'm getting better with those, but it's easier to have a stick or something to score that foil. Oh, almost did it again. This isn't the propane stove. Time is very important. Timing is everything with this. So for the oatmeal, I need 1 cup of water. I'm at right down to there. cooking with solid fuel. One thing I kind of wanted to touch on was the past 4 trips I've been on. Here at Painter Creek, Choke Creek, Keller Swamp, they're all in the Pinchot State Forest. And then Bushkill Creek over in the Delaware State Forest. All state forest lands. And in Pennsylvania, state forest, most of them, now you got to check their websites and get their rules and regulations. But for the most part, if you're just doing a backpacking trip, there's no fee, there's no permit. You just come out here and you do it at your own discretion. And I think that's awesome. There should be, I think everybody should have places like this where they can go. As long as you're staying at the camp, at any one campsite for one night only. So if you're doing this entire loop, and you probably do the entire Pinchot Trail in 2 days, 3 days, taking your time. If you really want to, in summer you could probably do this whole thing in 2 days when you have more daylight. In the winter, a little less daylight, probably taking your time a little more. Probably 3 days would be, you could stretch out to 4 or 5 if you really want to just enjoy it. But for that whole time, you wouldn't need a permit as long as you didn't stay at the same campsite twice. I think that's pretty awesome. So thank you, DCNR, for giving us these wonderful places and trusting us to use them. For the most part, the sites are in really good shape. Well, it's running out of flame, isn't it? This is for coffee, doesn't have to be boiling. It just has to be warm. Yeah, so thank you to the DCNR, giving us these places, trusting us to use them. And for the most part, the sites I've come across have been clean, maintained, which is nice. Last year we came across a couple sites. The one that somebody had let their bushcrafting stuff in, and you could tell they cut down live trees, and were tying stuff to trees and making shelves and stuff like that. You do that on your own property. Do that somewhere where you got permission to do that. Nobody else wants to come across that. And then that site that somebody left a sleeping bag in, which is creepy. But other than that, every site I've come across has been clean and nice and organized. And the one up there, wind shifted. The site up here that I was going to stay in, somebody left a little grate kind of tucked up alongside a tree, like between a tree and a rock, so you really couldn't see it. Fit right over the fireplace. Alright, this should all be ready to go. Alright, I'm going to stop babbling and eat my breakfast. Alright, so it looks a little different than when I got here yesterday. I can't wait to see that time lapse. It snowed a lot while I was breaking down. Really nice site. There is another site down past here, right down in there. There's this site here, and there's, I think, 3 more out this way. The one here to tree across it, one on the other side of that, and then one up at the corner. So there's a total of 5 sites down here. Right on the creek. Beautiful night. No owls that I remember hearing. I slept through it. This is just gorgeous, isn't it? Got a little snow. This is winter camping. Especially it was winter while I was camping, but you know, hey, you take what you can get. I do have my micro spikes in the pack in case I need them. I don't know if I will. This doesn't seem to be too slick. I just don't remember where the rocks are. I guess we'll see. I got them handy if I need them. Yeah, so that was 2 sites. That's where I had my bear bag hung. It's right in here. It's the 3rd site. That's a tree I cut through with the silky, and that's pretty good size. Cut through that pretty good. The other tree was hard. That had to be an oak. I'm thinking it was an oak. Super, super hard, but it's still cut. It just took patience. So it's just 4 sites. All right. Is this the site I was going to camp in? I think this is the first site I was going to use. Yeah. So that's 4 right along here. We came down yesterday. So there's a site right here. That's the 5th one. So there's 5 sites right in this little section. And they're pretty big. So I looked at that one too. That's not bad. It's got birch trees right in it. Got fire starter galore. I almost don't want to leave. It's beautiful out here now. Nice. All right. So it's about 4.5 miles back. So where the hell does the trail go? That's a question. Go across there. Should pay attention where that kid went across yesterday. Probably get right through there. I don't see Blaze on the other side though. Oh yeah, I see Blaze. All right, so I wound up taking the trekking poles out to cross this. So right over here. Wasn't bad, just a little slick. So I grabbed the trekking poles and stop shaking. Grabbed the trekking poles and made it through okay. So now I can continue on. I'm gonna leave the trekking poles out because I don't feel like taking the pack back off to put the poles back away. So maybe I'll do that later. But now we head up to Pittston Road again. Across that, head over to I forget what it's called, Sugar Pine Trail or something like that. And then that'll take us over to Pine Hill. It's weird having a trekking pole thing. I can tuck this one in too. Can you see the poles? So you'll notice up here on the trees, there's some post-it signs. This section over here is private property. So just be careful of that if you're out here. It is shown on a map. Whoa. Different world than yesterday. Looks completely different with the snow. So just got to the end of the Scrub Oak Trail, and this is where I'm going to deviate from the Pinchot Trail system. So Pinchot Trail goes to my right, goes back there. That goes all the way out to the Boundary Trail, I think it's called. And from there, it skirts along that edge of the park, and then crosses the road and goes straight back to Choke Creek Trail. So I don't remember if I said it yesterday, if I was just thinking about saying it, but I thought there was only like a quarter mile of this trail on the southern loop that I hadn't been on. But as I was coming across this trail, I realized that they've just rerouted it. It used to go down to Bear Creek Road, and I'll put up a map here. It cut across over to the Tannery Road and followed that, and then cut back in by Choke Creek. But when we were back there last week, there's newly blazed trail about 3/4 of the way down Choke Creek Trail before you start hitting the turns that the Pinchot Trail comes in on, and that's all new blaze. So I think they just rerouted it off the road and took it straight down, so it's a whole new section. But I'm gonna get onto the Pine Hill Trail here. Get on the Pine going to get onto the Pine Hill Trail, and that's going to take me down to the Pine Hill Lookout, I think it's called. So, and then from there, head down to the car. So, we say farewell for now to the Pinchot trail system. I could go that way. I could easily go that way and get onto the Frank Gantz trail. That would take me back over to Powder Magazine, which would take me back down to the car. But I won't go check out the overlook. Been there before, but figure it'll be a nice little detour. Gotta see, I think it cuts over here somewhere. It goes back to the woods. I don't think it's all on this trail, on this fire trail or snowmobile trail, whatever this is. So I have to keep my eyes peeled for Blaze. All right, let's keep going this way. All right, so we're going to leave Pine Hill Trail for a brief little moment. Came across this little connector to another road. If I would have stayed on that road back there where I just turned off, would have come out down this way. But we're going to wind up going down here. This takes us back down to the parking lot, down the trailhead. But we're going to go up this way. And we're going to check out the Pine Hill Tower or overlook, or I don't know if it even has a name. We'll find out. This is an observation tower. Alright, so I don't know if the audio is going to come through at all up there. I do have the dead cat on my microphone, but it's kind of wet and snowy. This wind is whipping, so we'll go up there, check that out. Try not to freeze, then head back down. Oh yeah, it's windy. All right, so car is down this way. This way, came up, went across, went all the way along that little side of that little mountain over there. I think it's Panther Mountain. We came down and we were out that way camping and came back up. I don't know if that's coming through. It's snowing sideways. Let's see if I can do this. Put the pack on. I forgot I had the pack on. Out that way is where we were last week. A little bit windy. Okay, I'm cold. Time to head back down. Oh, it's nice to be out of that wind. Go check and see what the wind chill is supposed to be. That was cold. Cold. That signal. I do. It says it's 19. Oh, it's way colder. 19. Feels like 8. Yeah, I believe that. Alright, so when I checked the weather last night, I was able to get signal for like 2 seconds. I'm having a sneeze. So I got signal last night for a couple seconds. I was able to check the It said it was going to be... Actually, you know, when I checked earlier today, I should probably fix that. Alright, so earlier today when I checked the weather, all kinds of issues here. There we go. So when I checked the weather earlier this morning, it said it was going to be 27. Just checked the weather, it's 19. The temperature is dropping way faster than it was expected. And the wind chill is down to 8 degrees. So it's cold. That's cold. Definitely cold. So I'm not too far to go now to get to the car. I'm going to get back on the Pine Hill Trail, or the main trail, get off the loop here, and start heading back down the mountain. Or not mountain, back down the hill. All right. In front of us, you will see familiar orange blaze that we were following for most of this trip. I'm now back to well, basically I've completed my part of the loop. So yesterday we headed down Powder Magazine Trail, coming from that way on Powder Magazine. And now we're heading back. Almost back to the car now. So this whole trip, I saw one other person. That was right when I got to camp last night, or yesterday afternoon, and he was just day hiking. He hiked right through. Not another soul. I saw one car as I was heading off a portion of road hike, just coming around a corner, and I heard one other car. Other than that, nobody. Now I get it today. Not many people will be out hiking in this, except for me, maybe a couple other people I know. But yesterday was gorgeous. I can't believe there weren't more people out. Yeah, absolutely beautiful trail. I only saw one other campsite on my way back after I had left camp this morning. After seeing quite a few, like I don't know, 4 or 5 maybe, yesterday on my way in. I know if I would have turned and stayed on the Pinchot trail system back there when I deviated to go to the tower, I know there's a couple sites back where it runs into the Frank Gantz trail. I do know that. I think this is the first one I came across yesterday. Yeah, the ones that I saw, I marked on a GPS, and like I said, I'll put that up somewhere, put a link to it, so you guys can grab that data if you would like. Just keep in mind, there may be a weird jump from somewhere else. I'll see if I can edit that out. I don't know if I can, but yeah, this is weird. I don't know why it says I've gone like 187 miles. I gotta play with that GPS a little more. The snow is exactly why I came out for this trip. I love hiking and camping in snow. I didn't really get the camping part in. It didn't snow until I was getting ready to pack up. But this is winter. This is what we're supposed to have. Love it. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Put the rain cover on the pack because I wasn't sure. It wasn't supposed to get this cold. It was supposed to be closer to the freezing mark. Supposed to be like closer to 30s until later on, and it was going to drop. So that means we already got more snow than they said we were going to get. We've got over an inch. We were only supposed to get less than an inch, so that's good. I'm happy with that. But I wasn't sure, so I put the pack on just in case this turned to rain if it stayed up by 30. But temperature dropped quick. Dropped real quick. Dropped fast enough that my hydro pack is completely frozen. I've had no water for a while now. But I kind of planned for that, either running out of water or it freezing. Either event, because I know last week these Velcro straps on these poles are nice, but they can be a pain. Last week was about the same distance, about 10 miles, and I used all 4 liters of water that I took with me. I had like 1 mouthful of water left in my hydro pack when I got home, so kind of figured I'd get back to the car and I'd be out. Didn't expect it really to freeze like that, but I can't get anything out of it. I know there's water in there. You can hear it slushing around. Let's get back to showing you the trail. You guys want to see my ugly mug? Alright, the trail. Yes, that's completely frozen up. So looking forward to getting back to the car and getting some water. And a few more turns here. I should see the registry box shortly. Look at that. That view makes it all worth it. Right there. That's cool. You want to know why I do this? That's why. Starting to hear signs of civilization. This is like a snow blower or something. I don't think there's enough snow for that, but whatever. There's another plane. There's the registry box. Kind of sad to see it. Happy to see it and sad to see it. Happy because I'm thirsty and I'm hungry. Sad because that means my trip is over. Alright, let me get signed out here. Oh, pen is completely frozen. This pen sucks. Out. 1:30. Alright. Alright, well. Oh, I got nope. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this trip as much as I did. I appreciate you guys sticking along and watching. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. You get to see all the videos when they come out. And thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody who subscribed. About at the 500 mark, so that's awesome. And working on that giveaway when I hit that, so still waiting to get there. I'm excited for that. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Time for me to head home and get some food, and I will see you in the next. I'm not going to leave you there. Come on, let's go.